Hit it, Stevens. Don't strain yourself. Hello, everyone.
Indeed.
Yeah, hello, everyone, and welcome to. Don't interrupt me. And welcome to episode 9 of the Anime Nerds podcast. I am quote unquote host, the TheMKninja, and I have with me the usual guests, Venom
Hello.
Fist,
Hola.
Nitro Silver Nigel,
Bonjournos.
and Shadow Matt.
Yes, hello. I am just.
I have no idea what you said, but I'm going to continue anyway as if nothing happened and nothing in my life is wrong. Which is a total lie! Yeah. Anyway, let's avoid our depression and talk about anime.
Yay.
Because
normal people.
God knows not confronting your problems and just avoiding them is the best, most healthy solution. Please don't do this, kids. Please talk about your problems and talk to people. You know, but we're idiots and we just talk about.
But if
anime.
that seems too hard, just drink them away.
That's terrible advice. We're gonna kill our audience. Don't you know a majority of young people are thoroughly depressed?
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about anime so that way you're not depressed, but I'm gonna continue to be so anyway. Anyway, this week we have questions again as always, and our discussion, and this week's anime battle, which was in fact a request from our friend Nigel here, who requested Ginta. Is that how you say Ginta or Ginta? Ginta?
It's Ginta.
Ginta from Mar versus Haru from Rave Master. Two very obscure characters from the early 2000s shonen series. Rave Master is better known by his creator is better known for shows like Fairy Tail,
Yes.
which has a similar style and even uses one of the same characters, Plu.
Wow.
Yes, kids. Anyone who's seen Fairy Tail, Plu did not start. Plu did not start there. He started in Rave Master, I think, actually.
The OG Rave Master.
Yeah, I had the manga which I stole from my library at my school.
Wait.
I didn't know I stole it. I just didn't return it, and I found it years later. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway.
They were both serious from my
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start with our first question, which is, if you could choose to have a best friend from any anime, a drinking buddy, a buddy to hang out and shit on people with, or just spend the day with, who would it be? It doesn't matter if they're dead or not. You can bring them back to life with the power of friendship, because God knows anime does that a lot. So why can't you? See, I turned it around and made it relevant.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, you want to go first, Shadow Matt?
Like, I'm gonna cut out there.
I'll cut you out. What?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Like, cut out there.
Oh, the first question is, if you could have a best friend from any anime, who would it be?
Well, this one was like a hard one since I normally don't think about these things.
Well, that's why we have questions, so you can think about new things.
I don't have one.
Okay, so you're just lonely then. All right.
Fine.
So Shadow Matt is even more depressed than I am. Cool. I actually
Can always find solace at the bottom of a bottle.
That's bad.
That is still awful advice. God damn it! Like,
if anyone want to go first, I can go first.
You can go first.
Okay. Now when you asked the question on Sunday, I was like, wait, do you mean any character or just the actual best friend character? So I had two
Any
answers.
character, anyone.
But since you clarified it can be any character, I'm choosing the best character so far in anime for me. I say Monkey D. Luffy. This guy is so loyal, he will kick anyone's tail before he admits he's wrong. As well, but he was assuming we fight him on battles. But when I tag him, it's all over the other guys. So I gotta say Monkey D. Luffy. It's just only sad he's really dumb, like so dumb.
It's so sad that he's so stupid. God damn it, Luffy,
God
read a
damn it,
fucking
he's
book
got a
for
really
once.
bad case of arachnitis.
Yeah, he does have a case of Goku. I don't have a
Peritonitis.
snappy title like Nick does. So I'm just gonna say he's stupid.
I'm just gonna
Because
say,
that's how you write jokes, kids.
Yeah, you steal from other people.
Yeah, don't do that.
wait,
Do
that was your
not pull
answer?
what's his face. Well, who's that comedian who was? There's like a lot of comedians who've been convicted or
Yeah, there was a lot.
stole jokes and shit. Some good, some bad.
No,
Um,
to quote Team Four Star, he's so cool, but he's just so dumb. He's so cool. He's just so dumb.
I can go with that. Mine is actually one that a lot of people wouldn't expect. Because someone would be like, "Oh, he's a Gurren Lagann fan. He's going to say Keaton, or he's going to say Kamen, or he's going to say Simon, or hell, he's going to go with Yoko or someone." Nope, I'm going to go completely out of left field. I'm going to say someone that a lot of you have never fucking heard of. I'm going to say Suwa from Orange.
Wait,
Um,
what again?
Suwa.
Like the berry?
No, his name is Suwa. He's from Orange. He's one of the main characters. It's
Like,
it's a
one of
drama.
that.
Oh,
It's a
orange.
drama.
I thought you said orange. So I was like,
Oh
like
no.
the berry?
Yes, from
What
Oranberry
are
from
we talking
Pokemon.
about?
He only heals 10 HP, so I guess he's not that great. He's good at first, but he sucks later on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about competitive Pokemon right now. I'll do that when I stream on it later. But Suwa from Orange is a really good character. Like, he's really nice. But the thing that really helped about him is in the show, like, he is excessively selfless. Like, he's usually thinking of all the people around him before he's thinking of himself. There's a lot of points that I would talk about to defend that, but unfortunately, it does go into spoiler territory. And Orange is a series that one is really, really good. I did a review on it, and anyone who hasn't seen it should check it out because it is incredibly tear-jerking and very powerful. And going into it with spoilers kind of ruins some of those moments. So go into it completely blind. But the concept of it is this group of friends is or no there's a group of friends, and one of them, girl, the main character, she gets a letter from herself in the future, which tells her that one of her classmates is going to kill himself. So it gives her step-by-step instructions to basically save his life. And she has to, and like, complications arise and such. And so a lot of it deals with like like changing the future and fixing with depression and bonds with friends. And it really works out for Sua, who always is like helping other people. So, if I was to go out with him, he'd always like, think of me first, and it would just help, lift me up and make it feel a lot better, and really supportive. And unfortunately not really good for a wingman because he's a lot better looking than I am. So it'd be really terrible for a wingman, but for everything else, he'd be an ASAP. So I'm gonna go with Suwa because he's a chill guy. Also, check out Orange because it's a really good anime.
Alright, I will check it out. It's on the list now.
Because there's so many points I want to talk about, but I can't because I would spoil it, and I don't want to do that. So just take my word for it. He's chill.
Gotcha.
He's a bro.
The best bros.
Yeah. Anyway, Nick, do you want to go next?
For me, it would either be Soul from Soul Eater, or I forgot his name for a second. Aijiro from My Hero Academia.
Who again from My Hero?
Kirishima. There.
Oh, okay, Hiroshima. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good one. I'd go with that.
Yeah.
He's a bro.
I just picked them because they seem so chill, easy to hang out with, and to me they just seem like the guys that's always got time to hang out.
Yeah. And plus, if you ever get in a fight, they could totally help you out.
Yeah.
They could kick
One
some
turns into
serious
a
ass.
Sai, other one becomes his indestructible skin.
Yeah, they're really good. I can see that. They're cool dudes. They're bros.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have an answer now, or are you still lonely? Or is he dead?
just
Matt,
crying
are you
right now.
alive? Is he crying into a bucket of ice cream? Bro,
What? No, what? Well,
do you have an answer now? Or do you have inspiration of who would be your bro?
Oh. I don't, because it's like a hard question for me, because I never thought
Is this
about
gonna be a
this.
running joke where you don't have any answers for anything?
Well, I never think about this.
That's why I send you the questions like a few days in advance. I mean, to be fair,
Uh,
sometimes I don't have an answer, even though I'm the one who fucking wrote the question. So I guess I can't really blame you too much, but I'm also gonna do it anyway because I'm an asshole. No, but
oh, but I guess if I had to go with one, guess I would say Klein from like SAO, because he seemed like a chill guy.
I guess I only saw. I don't really remember his character that much, so I can't really comment on it since usually for me, SAO goes in one ear and out the other.
You said Klein's, right?
Climb is the dude in the beginning, right? The one who's like with Kirito, I think.
Yeah, I remember him.
Or is
Yeah,
he
that
one of the
was,
guild guys? I don't remember.
he made his own guild like near the middle, but he was like the guy with the red
Oh, after the
bandana.
beginning, I usually drown out everything else because otherwise
Oh.
I'll be obscenely
Well, he was a
depressed.
cool guy when he gets like middle of the series. He's like,
I
yo,
guess.
Kirito, join up with me. He's like, nope, I just go all by myself. He's a nice guy.
I
He's
guess
like
that's
an edgy
fair.
protagonist, and like, no, I don't want to join you because I'm edgy like that. Just go rock wing style.
Kirito has to be the edgelord, obviously.
He has to be that empty protagonist so we can launch ourselves into,
Yes,
which makes no sense for the series.
but we're not here to bash SAO. That'll be for another episode entirely. The bashing
Yeah.
SAO themed episode. Which God knows there's so much you could do for that one. But speaking of jumping on the trains, we're gonna go ahead and jump onto our next question, which is jumping on a hype train. Something I talked about a while back is, do you
With
think
yet
anyone
another
is
overrated anime.
yeah, do you think anyone is still excited for Attack on Titan since season 3 is out? And I feel like there's some hype for it, but compared to season 2 being announced and then season 1 coming out, I feel like it's just kind of dead. Do you think the hype is dead? Do you think it has, or do you think there's still some backing for it? I'm not bashing Attack on Titan. I think it's an alright series, and I can totally see how people like it. But I just feel like the hype for it has gradually declined by quite a bit.
For me, I had to say that I'm still watching season 2, and I like what it's doing. The animation has been up a little bit better, but I will say the hype has died for the series because, like, when I was watching, telling my friends like, "Yo, season 2 is kind of cool. We should watch it more." They're like, "Nah, we moved to the other stuff." And you know, like that scene from I forgot the scene. I have to. It's gonna pop in my head later, but they were like, "No, we're on a new stuff. My Hero Academia. Peace out, bro." And then they walk away. They moved from one anime hype to another so quickly.
Because like the thing is like with a lot more seasonal releases and such, because with My Hero and I don't even feel like a lot of it has, well, some of it might have to do with the time it came between season 1 and season 2, but
Yeah.
which another show like Overlord, I feel like there's still some hype for there, not nearly as much as what Attack on Titan had, but I still feel like there's some excitement for the show, and I'm not saying that the show is lost, Attack on Titan has lost a lot of fans. I just feel like when a new season comes out, people are like, oh, that's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
It's gotten down to that like oh, I'll check it out. So I'm gonna, because like Crunchyroll's still hyping it up and such, because it's like one of their big series that they usually show on their website.
Yes.
But I just don't really see too many people, like building it up like they used to. And again, this is not me saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying I don't feel like people are really excited for it anymore.
Yeah, that's how I felt most of it. They're like moving from one hype train to the next. It's so weird. You're like, can't you at least finish the series first to see where it ends? Because like you might like it. That's how I felt when I finally finished that one anime that we're always going to talk about that we never ever brought up ever again.
Bleach?
Yes.
No. Fuck Bleach. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, why? Oh.
Hey,
No, I'm kidding.
It was
Bleach
awesome
is
to get it, but that ending was weird.
Yeah.
Of like I'm a plot hole.
I don't think Attack on
Yeah,
Titan is
the
comparable to
manga-
Bleach though, because it has an idea on where it's going, whereas Bleach kind of didn't.
No, I mean, yeah, you're correct. I'm
Cause
saying no. The Bleach had no idea
yeah,
what it was
cause
doing.
Attack on
Manga
Titan
did
is
a
pretty
better job.
consistent with its tone and shit.
Yeah, this
Um,
manga was a Dai Todachi video.
I mean, I'll still check out season 3 because like from what I've seen, it does look pretty cool. But like, I just don't feel like everyone's like, oh my god, season 3, jizz in my pants. Ah,
Oh yeah,
it's not nearly the same excitement that My Hero is getting. Not
no.
nearly. Um, so
The next show.
yeah.
I bet it's some series I heard of, and then people were like, "This is the best show ever." Like I seen it first.
You're gonna be that hipster. I was here first. Push up your glasses.
I was here before it
I
cool.
still remember I was going through my pictures and I still remember I made hipster venom for one of the jokes that you said, Nick. It was great.
Yeah.
Hipster venom.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, I made it was in the fucking I don't know what episode it was, but it was in my I guess I need the picture actually. Yeah,
Please?
it's the image of the one of the venom forms you sent me, as well as a hipster hat and glasses. Yep, essentially. But do you think the hype has died, Nick?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't think the show was still going until like a week ago. My friend said, "Are you excited for season 3?" I was like, "Wait, it's still going?"
Yeah, I guess that sums it up pretty well. It's like I've seen promotions for season 3, but I'm gonna come out and say it. I feel like there's actually more excitement for the new season of High School DxD or DD, Double D, whatever, however the fuck you say it. The one with demons and titties. That one. I feel like there was more excitement for
So I
that
heard
season
they
than
never
Attack
did.
on Titan, personally. I'm not saying that Attack on Titan is bad and High School DD is good. I mean, I like High School DD kind of because it's kind of stupid and whatever. Off topic.
Not really interested, but I know a couple people who are.
Hmm. Yeah, but it just feels like the train has left the station and will never come back, ever again.
They boarded another hype train.
We shall play a sad song in its honor. Alexa, play Despacito.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I had to. I had to make at least one of those jokes. Don't blame me. Please don't kill me.
It's fine. It's fine. I will get a sad song.
Oh, you're gonna play the Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. There it is. Yep. I'll make sure to put that in the video for like 5 seconds and then ruin the video completely. All right. And now we're gonna go into our third question, which is an interesting one. Who do you think is the most useless character ever?
Wait.
What?
I want to say my part about the Attack on Titan thing.
Oh, shit. You don't get an answer. You didn't answer last time, so you lose your privileges. I'm kidding. Go.
No, we're not doing this.
No, we are doing this. You're done. You're done, son.
No.
You are fired. Go back to the underworld.
You are fired and just light some match. Gasoline.
You're not fired. You are on fire. Whoosh. Rest in peace, Matt. Alexa, play Despacito. All right. No, you can answer it completely because I've unfortunately gotten used to you not answering questions. Lazy bastard.
To me, yeah, like I was kind of interested in like the a series, but then series because I kind of watched like season 2. But then I saw like the opening for season 3, and I knew
it was love at first sight.
that it was going to be like a slow thing. So I was like, not really. We are like that interested, but
like passively
kind of
interested. It's like,
but
maybe.
I don't like enough to see it.
Hmm.
Kind of died out, but some people kind of want to see it just because, well, it still got stuff in there. No, like some backstories.
Yeah. I mean, I'm clearly there's a fan base out there because they still have enough money to make another season with still people watching it. I just feel
Yeah.
like people aren't super excited anymore. They're like,
Yeah,
that's
they
pretty
used
cool,
to
I
be.
guess. It's like a passive excitement. It's like, I might check it
Huh.
out in my free time.
Neat.
Yeah, essentially that. Huh, neat. It's not a bad thing. It's just something I've noticed. Anyway, now we're gonna go to our third question, um, which is relevant because Matt is our most useless podcaster. I'm kidding. I love you. We all appreciate you being here. No homo.
You're more reliable than Sleepy Dragon.
Where was it? Where was shotgun?
Oh god, he's getting the
Fine,
gun.
you're more
Kids,
reliable
hide.
than Sleepy Dragon.
Hide the fucking kids. Oh yeah, right. You are more useful than Sleepy Dragon, who has only been on twice
Why, I thought it
and
was
said
only
he would be
one.
on here this time, but he is not.
I could have told you it was only one episode.
No, he was on twice.
Oh yeah, he was in 2 episodes. I remember now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hopefully he joins for the next one, which will be a special, and I will announce what theme it will be. Yes, it is going to be a theme episode since it is episode 10, but
Oh,
that's not what we're talking about right now. Instead, we're talking about the most useless character in anime. We get
Can
to
I go
bash
first? I
people.
want to go first.
Who wants to go first? I want to go first.
I just okay.
Oh, do you want to go first?
Yes.
He just said, he's like, ooh, can I go first? I want to go first.
Well, obviously, I don't know. I don't have a joke. Go first.
Obviously, I don't like him.
Obviously, fuck you. I go first. That is the only correct answer. No, you can go first.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay.
I was just excited to talk about a character who I can shit on finally, but you can do that first.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, here's the character I hate the most.
It's not hate the most; it's useless.
I know, but this I hate him the most.
I hate him because he's useless.
Yes. Okay, the character is Makoto Itoi from School Days.
Oh, okay.
His entire existence had led up to messing up some people's lives. He's so useless in the series that someone made, I forgot who made it, but they made a series, a documentary of the series without him in it, and it said the anime ended with no fatal flaw. And it was only like 5 minutes long. That's what the anime should have been. Like this, people go to school, coming back home, no one dying. That's why he's so useless. Because his entire existence just mess up it's like he's a parasite on other people.
It's just like
Okay.
he's so useless, he makes everything worse.
Yes.
All right.
Cranks everything up to 11 by being deaf as the main factor.
Well, you get to shit on a character you don't like. You want to keep going or no?
I'm good. I got it all on my system. I got it all on my system in that short burst.
Are you sure? Do you need 5 minutes?
I'm good.
Sure. All right, I'll go next. My character is Takumi from Chaos Head. Originally was going to be Mineta, because I don't like Mineta. He is pretty useless in the grand scheme of things, but I will admit he's done something. Even though we don't like him, he has done something. He did pass his exam. You know, he did pass the midterm, so I will say he did something. But that is the opposite of a character who's actually even more irritating, Takumi from Chaos Head. Chaos Head is already not a good show anyway, but let me go ahead and give you some context. It basically involves like a lot of their characters are like female characters, so it's one of those like, oh, one guy and a whole bunch of girls. I wonder what's gonna happen. But whatever. All these girls are like, they got like magic weapons and such, and they're pretty badass, and they defend him and such. But one, he has no relatable traits to be defended, because there's one point where like one of the main girls trips down a staircase, and he like looks at her for a second, gets scared, and like runs away. And you're like, what the you motherfucker, what the bitch, get the fuck back there. He is a cowardly little piece of shit who's always crawling away and being like, someone help me. And it's so irritating and makes me angry. Like if he's honestly up there as one of my least favorite anime characters ever. And you guys know who my least favorite character is, but he is pretty fucking close. But at least that guy does something. In fact, he does too much, but this guy does too little. In fact, he does nothing. He gets defended by pretty much everyone around him. He's a whiny little bitch who is like, someone help me, please. He's basically Princess Peach, except more irritating. At least Princess Peach got her own game, and she fought people, even though she cried by fighting them, or fought them by crying. She at least beat them with her tears. He just cried like a little bitch and then ate some ice cream and died. That's the happy ending, folks.
This reminds me of that Pro ZD video about that worst character at the beginning. He said, "No, he gets better at the end." This character does not get better at the end.
No, he is awful. I mean, I had to rewatch Chaos Ed because like, I wonder if I want to do a review on it. But honestly, watching the first few episodes, I was like, no, I can't do this. I hate this guy too much. I can't fucking do this.
I can't do it, Captain.
I don't have the power. I can't. But yeah, Takumi is my character for most useless because he does nothing. He makes the series worse by being in it. And fuck this guy. Someone needed to snap his little neck. And then use his body as a shield. Then he would have been useful. In death, he can be useful. But in life, he's a little bitch. And that's the moral of the story, kids. Don't be a little bitch. That's a great lesson. For the kiddies. Anyway, someone go next. Nick, you want to go next?
Well,
He's like, wow, okay.
I don't have a specific character. And I feel kind of bad for putting some of them on here. I'm actually going to say like a decent portion of
he's got a
students
list.
in class 1A, My Hero, are quite useless.
I mean,
which is
you're
sad
not
because I
wrong.
like a lot of them.
Isn't her name Toru, the invisible girl? Is that her name?
Yeah.
She's pretty useless. Minetta's pretty useless. Kaminari's pretty useless.
Service on her right.
So it just keeps on going, and it's sad.
The joke, Sally.
It's like, hey, look at all these characters.
They're fun, but none of them are useful.
Yeah, they're fun, except only 5 do shit, and the others, yeah.
And then we get more focus on Copy Guy, and everyone doesn't like him. So, all right. So that's Nick's answer, I guess, or not? Are you done or no?
Sorry about that. And yeah, essentially.
All right. That's depressing.
I know we focus on positive things, not negative.
Now I'm sad. Anyway, Matt, you want to go next or no?
Who? What? Where? Why?
All right, you get the earwax out of you. Dig that earwax out of those giant ears of yours and pay attention. Gurren the Gon quotes. Or scrape the earwax out of those giant ears of yours. That was it. Or no, dig the ear. No, it was dig. Okay, never mind. I'm trying to remember the quote. I'm like, fuck, did I fuck it up? No. What is the most useless character in anime?
Okay.
Don't say Krillin.
So.
Say Yamcha.
No, game count?
No. It's the Anime Nerds podcast, not the video game podcast.
Well, then I can go with Plan B, which because the thing
Plan
is,
B, run away like a little bitch.
I have one, but I can't remember the character's name from the series, but it's from like Sanwa Kagura. I think it's a girl with the pink hair. Because I can't remember her name.
The one with the flower eyes?
Yes, her.
Oh, I don't know any context of anyone from that show. I just know that all of them exist. So, I have no idea who is useless and who is not.
Like lady ninjas with big boobs.
Yes, we know why you like the show. Now please tell us why she's useless.
Her name if you can think
Basically, what the show's about, and
basically that's what the shows are about. It's just a bunch of ninjas with big titties. You know, they're kind of there.
Most she ever does is just find her best friend is like, oh, please save me.
Oh, okay.
Do something. Don't hide behind. You're a ninja. Use your ninja skills.
You gotta show us your ninja way.
Show us your ninja moves.
So basically, they're just as useful as watching like Katana just eat cereal for a day.
And I was like, do something, stop cowarding.
Do something, bitch.
Okay,
Throw
wait,
a
so you said the
punch.
pink-haired girl. Is it Ibari?
No, I don't think
Yes.
that's her. Is that her name?
I just googled it.
Okay. I don't know.
Yes.
It's just like I know a bunch of the names, but I don't know who they belong to.
I have no idea the series because I have not played it or watched it yet.
I've seen
Yeah,
parts of
it's
it.
anime
Only thing I know about it is the blonde chick really likes touching tits.
too, so yeah.
So, all right, Hibari is your answer. All right, cool. She's gonna no. I know how she'll be useful. She'll pull on a Thor and they'll do get help. They'll pull a Thor Ragnarok and do let's get help up. I'm not doing get help. We're doing get help. That's one of the best scenes in that movie.
Yes.
Anyway.
He's armed.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to our anime discussion now.
Woohoo!
To which some might sound redundant, but we're gonna talk about animation in anime, which includes like the evolution of it, styles, differences between like Western stuff. And one thing that kind of inspired this because like if you look back at like a lot of the anime that like started out back in the early 1900s in Japan, they look so much different. And you can say for better or for worse. Because you can be like, oh, look at this one about this robot boy fighting crime, and then we got big titties now. But I'm not gonna. It's just stylistically, it's changed so much.
Yes, it's like an art form, always constantly flowing into a new direction, like a river.
All right, philosophical Phil. If you're gonna be that way, then give us some more hints from your fortune cookies.
Well, technically, for me,
What's my lucky number?
14.
Is it 12? I hope it's 12. I don't know why I said 12.
I just said 14.
Maybe I said 12 because I'm thinking of like a video I'm planning on doing, and it just kind of comes to mind. And I'm not gonna say what it is. You guys find that out next year.
A couple weeks when it comes out on your channel.
No, next year. It's gonna be a year. But anyway, you got more fortune cookie nonsense for us, or do you? I don't know.
I can go.
It's not you go. It's you bring it to discussion, bitch.
Okay. Here's my discussion for it. I always see anime.
Here's my thesis, professor.
Huh?
Here is my thesis, professor. I hope you like it. I did not steal it from Google.
I did not. No plagiarism in this part. But anyway,
No.
I always see anime to be more fluid, whereas Western anime has always been more progressive. What this means is, compared to Studio Ghibli to Disney, Ghibli will always take the traditional route in their animation and look fluid as they change through the motions as it goes through. The only time it looks strange in that one scene in Ponyo where the boy and the mother was walking to get from the store. That animation scene kind of stuck with me as one of my fear nightmare fuel. The animation was terrible. With that one scene, it's so terrible I can't even speak about it any further. But anyway, for Disney,
it haunts him in the night. It hungers for flesh.
Hungers for more blood.
All right.
But anyway,
we're not talking about vampires here.
I know. Talking about that.
They could, but we're not.
But for Disney, when they make animation, they try to strive for new technology in animation. They made a 2DS movie, 2D short film using 3D technology by tricking the camera. It was called Paperman, and it made it via way 3D printing, but it looks like a 2D animated film. I believe it won a reward too. So in my eye, I like both companies on how they change the animation world by either traditional means or by new ways. Either way, I'm still getting some animation in my life.
I do feel like Japan is going a lot more like for animation, especially like movies.
Yes.
They do go for more like either digital or what is it? Traditional animation than the US does, because you could argue that like a lot of us focus more on 3D animation these days. But that's mostly in movies. In TV shows, I feel like there's a lot more inspiration in American media from anime.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of shows that have come out for all audiences that take a lot of inspiration from anime. For
I
adults, you could
believe
say
they
just
made.
shows like
I believe
Boondock
they made
Saints
a
that have
series.
like a specifically anime style, and then or not Boondock Saints. That's a movie. Shit. Um, Boondock something. I can't remember what the fucking name of it is.
The
It's about
Boondocks.
the little black kid with like the giant afro.
I just said the Boondocks.
Oh, okay, the Moondocks. Okay,
Yeah,
Boondock
doesn't it?
Saints sounds similar. Good movie. Go check it out.
I,
But and then there's shows that like like are geared towards like all audiences, like Avatar, and then there's shows for kids like
oh
Megas
yes,
XLR.
Avatar.
Um, so there's definitely like the heavy inspiration that's taken hold. But like for Japan, the like there's more like there's like small stylistic changes here and there that you notice go on and on like as a general trend because you'll find anime out like in like the summer anime of 2018 you'll find like there are differences in styles but like overall they have like this overarching similarity in how they're presented artistically uh whereas like if you look at like the 70s or the 60s they all look very different so I
I
kind of I
would say
kind
that
of I
American.
look for things like that.
I would say for to add on to what you were saying, you're right that in the early days of anime was similar. Like, oh, they must have big blocky eyes. They must have crazy hair. But now it's getting to the point where anime is like those rules have changed. I mean, look what they did for the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh. Well, not the most
Anything is
recent Yu-Gi-Oh.
possible.
Yu-Gi-Oh GX. Terrible series, but they changed it.
Found my shotgun.
God
But
damn
they
it. No.
changed the style of his hair to be like, oh,
Oh,
we don't
hey,
have
it's
to.
so it's no longer the weird, stupid hair with multiple spikes coming out in every single color of the rainbow.
Yes, Jaden
It's
hair
something
was
that can
actually more.
actually exist.
Yes. But then, and again, America says we haven't kept in almost, we kind of had varying styles throughout the whole beginning. And now we're getting to somewhere where almost every animation is getting to a more branching out style, even among the same creators. Like Butch Hartman, remember him from Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
Even though he created like four or I think it was four shows, his animation style changed up as it kept going on in years. From the Fairly Odd Parents looking all blocky to the more cinematic look for Danny Phantom to a more comedic tone for Tough Puppy to something terrible in a new Beast and the Beast series. But still, his style will change despite being the same creator. So I believe that in America, even though we started off different, we started with branching paths. We are changing our form of animation to match our what's called our influences. While Japan, they're also matching their influence by changing their style even more to be more somewhat realistic instead of being always cartoonish in their designs. I believe that one of my favorite animes, One Piece. There's rarely a character that has it's cartoonish in its own way, but there's rarely a character that cannot capture eye in their design. Rarely there's a character that does not capture that have not captured your eye, because once you meet someone new, you're always interested in them.
Because they have a weird
Not by
ass
their
design.
character, yeah, because of design really. So I'm just saying that it's a way that they change in their format to try to get you into their series by changing up a bit over time instead of saying the same thing or saying the same thing every single episode. And that's all I have to say.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the Butch Hartman thing. I feel like his style actually didn't change. I feel like the shows changed. To be honest, I kind of stopped following Butch Hartman after like some shit came out against him, and I was like, no, I'm good, fam. I'll pass on you for now. But I feel like with us, we in the US usually like we'll have multiple shows and they'll all look different. But Japan, they'll have like multiple shows and they usually look pretty similar. Because usually there's more like this overarching style of how they look. But like I mean like thematically they're all like really different. Like you find something that's like, oh, this is about this, and the next one is like, oh yeah, we're gonna take a completely different direction, so suck it. Like it's constant. It's a constant battle between each other.
Was it kind of like
It's a war for you, son.
Dale?
There's a war. War. War never changes.
Kind of like
Make it Fallout quotes now.
Dale. MK.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't hear any one of you guys for the longest time. It was
Seriously?
out for like 35 seconds. It was for both you and Shadow Matt.
Huh.
That's probably the Discord mic.
I don't
Because I don't
know. I
Yeah, I
said
thought it was
I
my.
said I disagree with you on the Butch Hartman thing.
Okay.
I don't think his style changed at all. I stopped following him because like some shit came out against him and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass on you for now, dude. Um, but like American style usually is pretty different for everything. Like oh this
Yes.
one looks like this one looks like this one looks like this one's terrifying, but it looks like this. And then Japan is like usually very similar in all their shows, uh, stylistically.
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And
It just I couldn't hear for like the last 35
okay,
seconds of the conversation. In fact, this
um,
is like the fourth time it happened today in this episode.
no, really, that's strange. Nick, are you alive?
I just got back.
That's a good fucking timing right there.
Oh,
I
what are we
guess
on? What are we talking about?
we're talking about animation anime. It's redundant.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I was saying
Mm.
we were talking about like differences in American styles and how anime has like changed. Like anime from the 1900s, early 1900s, looks totally different than how it does now.
Yes.
So
Looks way different. It's like looking at a child compared to an adult. Like you're like, oh, you're so sweet, you're so innocent.
it's like
Now
first
they're
you
an
go
adult,
from
like, oh my
Robot Boy.
goodness,
It's
what
like, oh look,
happened?
go to Robot Boy. It's like, oh look, he's so cute. Then you see Titans biting people. Like, holy shit, how'd you get here? What the fuck? What
So,
happened
I'm
to my
gonna be
sweet
honest, the
little
last
baby
15 years
boy?
I lucked out.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. So
Ah,
yeah,
well.
it's cool stuff. It's neat. Things people don't fucking talk about. And I do, because I'm lonely.
Oh wait, can I say one more thing? I
No,
just
you
remembered.
can't. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Remember the first anime was considered to be Astro Boy, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah, actually, the first mainstream anime was Astro Boy. Well, the first cartoon in America was considered to be Felix the Cat.
Was it Felix the
Oh,
Cat?
yeah.
Yeah, first thing to air on TV, first comic strip. Then they made a cartoon series out of that, and then they made a couple series after that was terrible. Oh my goodness, that last one was just the worst series ever.
I'll take your word for it. I've never seen anything about Felix the Cat before. I've heard the name, but I've never seen it.
Anyway, Felix the Cat was considered America's first attempt to make a cartoon, while Astro Boy was anime's first attempt to making a mainstream series. If you look carefully at them, they almost had some proportions: long legs, really rubber rubber hose arms, big eyes,
It's easier
and
to draw an anime.
yeah,
It's like it just made the whole process of doing it a lot faster since like the
but if you look
limitations
at
were
the
different back
stylistic
then.
comparison, you can see that even though they're totally two different mediums, they have some common openings.
And now we're totally different.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like twins.
And that would
Here in
just
America, we'll make a show about demons and they'll be cutting people apart. They'll be like super freaky. And in Japan, they'll have titties.
apparently Japan wants to make them look beautiful.
It's like just
Oh,
the Japanizing beam. Boom! Now you have boobs and you're cute. You never seen that meme? What was it? What was it? There was one of the blood cell and said Japanizing beam, and it shows the blood cell from cells at work. And somehow you can blush and you're cute, and people will draw porn of you. But yeah, it's a magical world we live in.
It's a magical, mystical, wonderful world.
Indeed. Do you have anything to say, or are you just gonna sit here and...
Well, I feel like for a while it kind of anime for a while kind of stagnated a bit, animation wise, which is probably say about like the 2000s ish. But now I feel like it's more vibrant and diverse style wise to be like, oh, if this doesn't appeal to your eyes, And what about this or that or that? Also, the like inherent mixture of cartoons and anime that happened mid 2000s, I would say, like Teen Titans era stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of cartoons there that borrowed some of anime's Naruto tropes with like the like you said, large eyes, smaller facial features,
They take stylistic approaches to it.
And
yeah,
spiky hair.
Inspiration.
exaggerated poses, exaggerated motions and poses.
And hair. Don't forget the hair.
Yeah, the hair.
Spiky hair.
And possibly able to do hair.
The hair that's always nice. Every day. Forever.
That must be some heavy duty hair gel.
Fuck yeah. It's the best business in anime. Because God knows they'll never go out.
It's like some
For some reason,
industrial little stuff.
that
We
reminds-
use this to keep the Golden Gate Bridge up.
That reminds me of a comic that I read called Unordinary. It's on a app called Webtoons.
I read
And,
that.
yeah, and the character Johnny always uses fucking hair gel, and it's like, God damn it, dude, stop with the hair gel. It looks so bad. You're like a bowl haircut. God damn. Anyway, small tangent.
He just wants to be a bullet, man.
I guess he wants to be Mob from Mob Psycho 100.
Oh, that's
Yeah, speaking of which, I
When I
actually
grow
just got
up,
my
I want to
DVD.
be a veteran.
I just got my DVD from Mob Psycho 100 the other day, and I fucking love it.
Really?
I get
How
to
many
watch it
episodes?
again.
How many episodes is it?
13.
18.
13.
Oh, I thought like, dang.
Have you
that's
never
a
seen Mob
little
Psycho
long.
100?
I haven't got the DVD
It's
release
fucking
yet. I
good,
can't
man.
find
It's
it.
on Funimation. I bought it because it's one of my favorite anime.
The only reason I haven't got it yet because mainly because I can't find a good DVD copy of it on Amazon. But
I got it on Right Stuff Anime.
I just don't want to make another streaming site account to another site because I don't have time to watch it. I really watch Netflix as it is.
Rip. Press it to pay respects.
Yes, pretty depressing.
Indeed it is. We were supposed to come here to get away from a depression, not have it come back to us.
Sorry, but anyway,
Also,
let's
my
go back to anime.
You could just literally slap us in the face and be like, bitch, no, I'm going. Move out of my way, motherfuckers. It's my time.
My time to shine.
Yes. No. Get the fuck out, Matt.
Then
We've been over this, Matt. You're on fire. You can't speak.
that.
Well,
Wait a
it's
minute.
fireproof.
That doesn't count. It's cheating.
Well, I guess the
He's from the underworld.
That still doesn't. Everything's already on fire. That means he's more on fire now.
Fireproof.
No, he's more on fire.
I think what do you want with everything being on fire?
Yes, everything's on fire.
Now.
Ooh,
Oh, there's actually a lot of souls there. That sounds so creepy. Just
Indeed it
every time I
does.
go there.
3 spoopy 5 man. Bringing them dead memes back, boy.
God damn it. No, if you want to go, you say 8 spoopy. Because that 3 plus
But what
5
I
is
think
8.
about the
Yeah.
in terms of like
Gotcha.
animation, I'd say that it's definitely increase in style. Because like back then it was all hand drawn and stuff.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second. I was really hoping you would just say, I don't give a shit. Let's go on to the next one.
to the future.
The future
where
now.
everything is done by computers now.
Everything's done by
it's
monsters
not
and robots.
So I guess it's like English for the most part, and I say yeah.
You say yeah. I say hey oh. You say yeah. Hey oh,
Yeah.
let's go. Woo-hoo.
Okay. Now I can hear myself again.
Huh? Speak up, I'm old. I am older than everyone here.
I want you guys not hear
Speak
me.
up, I'm old, Sonny.
What did you say, Sonny?
You guys
You
not hear me.
gotta speak
The
up
ripe
to
old
my
age of
goodie.
23.
At
Oh,
23, I said I have a glandular problem.
It's I repeat it.
Back in my day, we didn't live to 23. We died. We just died. Rip.
Back in my days, the drugs that got you, not the old age.
I remember seeing it's like kids these days and their health
Why
care.
did
Back
you
in my
repeat
day, we
it?
just died.
Or do I need to repeat my answer?
No, we heard you. You say like a lot of the it's changed stylistically with the less repeat and such.
Yeah, you were talking about how the future of anime would be more
The
towards
future is now.
computer being
Because I
more made with computers.
you was joking about me. Okay. Move
I
on to the
joke about
next one.
everyone.
I shit on everyone equally because I'm
Oh.
for equality.
Equality.
I don't think it means what do you think it means.
I know.
You use that word a lot. I don't think it means what you think it means. Please tell me you get where that line is from. The Princess Bride, come on! It's a good fucking movie. Classic movie. Not even Japanese. See, I can
haven't
watch
even
things
seen
that
it.
aren't Japanese. I'm not a weeb. Please love me. Someone. Anyway, we're gonna step away more from depression and make two bitches fight each other in our heads. We're gonna go on the anime battle. And as said before, this was a request of two obscure anime characters, Ginta from Mar versus Haru from Rave Master. Two characters who like use morphing weapons, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, like with a large array of weaponry. And I'm gonna go first, and um, I'm actually gonna say Haru probably takes this because I watched a bit of Rave Master, and the thing about him is he has like his sword can basically use all these different forms, and one form, if I recall, is able to
What?
process like give him
That's the one.
information.
Yes, I've seen
He
that.
he
Who's
usually
the last
uses
answer again?
I'm gonna say Haru, because like
Me
the amount
too.
of bitch, let me speak. The amount of forms his sword has is ridiculous. Like there's an explosion form. I believe there's a fire form.
There
But
is.
there's one form that gives him information. Generally, he usually uses this to decide, oh, to figure out what his other forms do. But like, it could totally be used for him to figure out what Ginta can do. And Ginta's probably stronger than Haru is, but Haru also has one ability that increases his physical strength. So I feel like with that he could match Ginta's strength. And I believe both of them have like very similar experience fighting like all these different kind of enemies and such.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say with like Haru's different sword forms as well as he has other abilities too like that increase like I mentioned he has one like power up that increases his strength. I don't know how much it increases his strength because it's been a while since I've seen the show, but I know he does have that. So I will say that he could probably match Ginta's ability. So I'm gonna say Haru.
Okay. I guess it's time for the
It's
granddaddy.
time for a death battle. No, wrong show.
How low though?
It's time for a nerd battle, cause fuck it.
I was
It's
saying,
time for a dance off.
Yeah! Guardians of
do
the
it.
Galaxy, this bitch!
Right now.
Ooh, chance again. Get easy.
Are you dancing right now?
I may or may not have been dancing right now.
Good.
okay, but as I was saying,
I
okay,
will do because is like I just remembered like all those like sword forms and all that. So I'm gonna say him.
All right.
so you're gonna say Haru?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, I didn't hear that part of the conversation. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna lay down some granddaddy rules on this guy, but I gotta go say with Ginta. Ginta. Ginta, dang it, I gotta say it wrong.
I've passed on the infection.
Okay, I had to say Ginta for for these main reasons. Ginta had did some more training in a short span of time. Like, if you don't know Dragon Ball Z lore, there's a room of spirit time. Ginta went through that same room 3 times, and in each time it was only for 180 days. Well, if you equate that to human time, That's up to 570 days. That's a year and a half of worth of training, and he was mentally capable of doing that. And so Goku, even our son Goku, strong as he is, was not strong enough to do that twice. He only did it once. Wait,
No, I'm pretty sure he did it twice.
Oh no, he did it 3 times. He did Super, if you count Super 2.
Yeah, no, he did it once for
As a child.
once for the androids. I believe he did
No,
it
he
once
did-
beforehand too. Didn't he do it when he was a kid? I think he did.
Yes.
That. And then he did it in Super.
Yeah.
So once
3
per
times.
series.
Yeah, but Ginta did it 3 times, up to a year and a half worth of training, and he was mentally capable of doing that. Where Goku, the first time he did it, wasn't capable of doing that. He only stayed for 6 months. But I'll also say, even though Haru may have a blade exchange with 10 forms, and Ginta is stuck with 8 forms, he has more training and expertise to fight with those 8 forms. Even though 7 of them are actually the same fight, these are all fighting forms. All the last one's something totally different. That's in the end of the series. Not gonna spoil that for you guys.
Sorry
Anyway.
about that.
Huh?
Oh, he left and then come back.
Oh,
So he's sorry.
Well,
You should
something
be sorry because you interrupted his beautiful speech.
it's okay. I don't mind. I get interrupted.
No, he needs to be sorry. He needs to pay for his crimes. Off with his hand.
Off of his head.
Off with his masturbating hand.
Oh, that's even worse.
Indeed, it is.
That
Now you
would
Oh,
can't
you-
watch Sun Recover anymore.
Oh, damn, we're getting all Middle Eastern
Oh,
here.
Please note that here at the TheMKninja podcast, we don't discriminate you if you're Muslim. We're not assholes.
Okay.
Just
But
don't
anyway,
steal from us.
No.
Okay.
Don't be
steal
an
it.
asshole. That's the moral of the story. Anyway, continue.
Okay, as I was saying, Haru in his early fights was all about getting the next piece of learning how to get. Pretty much in Haru early fights, all he was fighting for was getting a new piece of the Rave Master sword, if I remember right. I did some little research on Haru not last night.
A lot of the
But
series
it-
was him getting the different pieces of rave.
Yeah, so pretty much that was his fight. Well, whereas Ginta, he was winning fights even when he was using the weapon wrong. Because he was using instead of using he had a Kadama based weapon. He was using it that way, where he used a hammer to hit the ball, will hit Babo like the ball off to his enemies. But when he started using that weapon right, he was winning fights fast, and he say, "Oh my goodness!" And as well, even if Ginta wasn't smart enough to do it, Babo, the sentient arm, might be able to help him out. So in this fight, it's like 2 versus 1, even though the one may
Two
have
plus
10 forms.
one.
Yeah, because Babo
Oh,
is
that's
his
not
weapon.
fair.
Yeah, no shit. It's a handicap match.
Yeah,
We're
so
going
you
WrestleMania on this bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
as
you
well
got
as further my
Ginta?
point, it showed that Ginta fought some slightly more tougher foes in his early days than Haru, because in Ginta they was intended to kill him with those merciless kills. Where in Haru they were just fighting to fight him. So I would say that Ginta can win this fight easily because he knows how to get past people with the intent to kill. As well, he can use 7 forms of his weapon that would do some damage. Even though one of the forms is healing magic, but even that, if it all comes down to it, he'll use the 8th form, the form of banishment, or what I call it banishment, but it's really just a reverse gatekeeper arm, which just teleports people away to other dimensions. So even if Ginta was coming down to the last final straws of the fights, he can just teleport him away.
I don't really
Okay.
think that means he wins.
Then
Though.
I change my answer. Ginta then.
I'm gonna say because I'm trying to remember like the parts of the manga because I remember because I had the first manga and I remember Haru got his sword from like the
Broken?
previous Rave Master and the way he found him was I swear like Haru stops like a group of mercenaries it was
Yeah.
who were armed with guns and then he was given a sword. I swear that was it. And I know the first form he got was Explosion. And it can knock a person out in one shot. And his first fight was against a guy who sets people on fire with eternal flames. That was like his magic. Like the flames don't go out. So Haru basically got
Yes.
set on fire with like eternal flames. And usually his fights do boil down to stuff like that, where he has to like outsmart his opponent. And since he does have a form that gives him information, even though he usually uses it for figuring out what his other forms do, he can use that to find out info about people. So I will say he'll probably learn about what Ginta can do, and then use it against him. and with his like bigger arsenal and such, he's at kind of an advantage. Ginta is stronger and has more experience like with the training and such, but in terms of the enemies they face, usually there's a pretty big similarity. So I'm still gonna say Haru.
I can go with that, but I will bring this up. If you remember in earlier fights, like you said, he was relying using only the explosion weapon. Even though he had other swords at the time, he kept relying on the explosion for a while.
I don't think that was it. I think the first explosion was the first one he got.
Yes. Well, I'm talking about the manga, where he relied.
I only had the first volume of the manga, so I never read past that.
You never read it past it?
No, I've seen the anime, but it's been a long time since I've seen the anime, so I don't remember much about it.
I just went by the manga because the manga was easier.
Well, you can use both to defend your points.
Oh, I tried. I did because like in the anime in Mare, they say he's actually stronger in the anime than he was in the manga. Because in the manga, he's weaker in the anime than he was in the manga. Because in the manga, he defeated like 2 dragons within a couple of hits, and ate them. He had a heart of the dragon in his belly.
Delicious, high in fiber.
This is Ginta, right?
Yeah.
Just to add on to that, when I was looking this up, it says that the 8th form is 2 different things, depending on if you're reading the manga or watching the anime.
Yes. I went with the manga version because the manga version made more sense for me. The anime version was like,
all right, I'll be right back.
It makes sense, but is anime-esque?
Yeah. Honestly, for me, it was really up in the air. So I really could go either way. I just feel like the teleportation thing is like, like they could take him over the edge. Like I was like, Gita could win. But I think I'll probably go with Ginta, but I would say Haru's definitely has a lot of strong forms for his sword. Going through some of this, there's one which is said to have the force of 1,000,000 suns, which is like how? And there's apparently one that's called gravity core. So normally do stuff with gravity, and not only that, he's actually fused like different sword abilities together. Says one here where he's used explosion and one called blue crimson, which is basically just like 2 swords, one's fire, one ice, together to basically use a double explosion.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
And not only that, Babo needs to drain power from magic stones, whereas I don't think Haru's has a necessary
limit
restraint to it.
Yeah, I don't think Haru's abilities have like his sword abilities have a limit. I believe it's mostly just how long he can fight.
Hold the sword up.
Yeah, hold it up. Oh, bitch, I'm gonna slap you with it now. Plus, it's a sword, it can stab people.
Yeah.
So was Nick's answer Haru?
I think he said.
I don't know. I feel like it's, for me it was just a toss up.
Okay.
I feel like Ginta's 8th one could get him the win, and like maybe a couple others. But then again, Haru doesn't have a limit, and it says that he's actually combined. He's actually used fused moves.
Yeah, he has combined stuff before.
Yeah, and he's got swords that like manipulate gravity, have the power of 1,000,000 suns.
Man, he's a psych. Oh my god.
Can cut like fire, lightning, and stuff.
Yeah.
Gravity, a sword for fire, a sword for ice. What? Like swords is.
See, he keeps them all in his pocket.
Not out.
Yeah, that's a strange thing. Because if he keeps all the chains in his pocket, I think Ginta can eventually realize, like, oh, he's pulling out a new attack. I gotta stop him before he pulls that attack out. So, and because he has more battle experience, he might understand that since Haru has to reliantly go into his pocket or however he holds his other rave.
I was
stone.
actually joking. I don't know if he keeps the raids in his pocket.
Oh, thank goodness. But I don't know how he carries the rave stones on him, but if his anime is like he's gonna have to stop him getting the new stones up there before he transforms.
I don't remember if that was ever brought up, to be honest.
Because if I know a mare that the stones are in the weapon. You can't really pull them off. Once you put onto the stone, once you put it on the arm, you can never pull those stones off. You can change it, but you can't pull them off.
I don't know. I'm still gonna say Haru. Nick, are you saying Haru? Or...
I don't know. I can't decide.
All right, so it's a toss-up then.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
But I'm just gonna say. You know what? I don't know. I don't. It's a hard one.
So we got tied for 2.
And then 2 can't fucking decide. All right, that's fair.
12.
All right. Well, that was a pretty. I don't know. I don't know where it happens and it ended, and there.
It was intense.
Yep. It must have been some. Never mind. I was gonna say the really bad joke of, wow, that sex is great because it was fucking intense. Sorry.
It was a thing that happened.
Indeed, it was. Anyway, before we go ahead and end here, there's an announcement. Nigel unfortunately won't be able to make any more in person. For the next podcast, he's going to pre-record his answers.
Yes.
And then send them to me, and there will be a pause after we're done talking, and he'll have his answer there. And he says you can make it for the. Did you say you can make it for the anime battle, or are you gonna try to make it for the anime battle?
I would try to make it. This is how I'll plan to make it. I'm gonna go on a bus early as I possibly can for my schooling, or get a ride to my place. Mostly gonna take that bus route. And if it turns out that I have to make the anime battle in person, I will go to the bathroom and just talk my anime via through the phone. But most likely I may be home by that time. You say it's gonna be 12:30 your time, which is like 11:30 my time. I should be home by that time anyway.
Yeah, usually it is around like 12:30 or so when we talk about the anime battle.
What you said?
Usually it's around 12:30 my time when we talk about the anime battle, or 12:30 when we talk about that. So not be able to make it. But yeah, so the next week's episode is the waifu themes because of course we're lonely and have no lives, and we're going to talk about anime women.
How lonely it is to be us.
Indeed it is. And as always, if you guys have any ideas for questions, anime battles, or discussions, please let me know in the comments below or on Twitter if you're more inclined to do so. Make sure to just check out these guys. Matt has a Twitter and Nigel has a YouTube channel where he posts stuff that happens just like this battle did. And have a great day, guys, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye for now.